All right, I want to welcome on a special. We got a special interview, just doing a one-off with the guy Ron Harper Jr. from Rutgers with the shot. Literally heard around the world. It's still fucking. This guy's. I saw your Instagram story. You got like 47 Instagram stories up right now. Everyone's tagging you.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Cover of the paper, I saw too.
Yeah, everywhere, bro. It's. I mean, that's what happens when you beat the number one team. So bring us through that shot. Was the obviously, I don't think that was the game plan of just like figure. It was in your hands and you just fucking did it.
Yeah, man. When we came out there on the court, I was like, if they score, just give me the ball, and I'm gonna take care of the rest. And I looked up at the clock when they scored, and I saw 3.4 seconds, and I thought they left a little too much time, and I was able to get over half court, and it was a shot I was real comfortable taking. There was no doubt when I left my hands. It was an open shot. I was in rhythm. It's not like I just threw anything up, and I put it up, and it went in.
That's what I was gonna say. Like when you shot that, you're like, "Yep, that's it."
Yeah, I was like, that got to be the one. It looked so good. It had to go in.
Do you think that there's like almost, I don't want to say advantage, but like if you pick, because teams are so afraid to foul in that spot, it's catastrophic. Like if you go in your head, all right, you go 3 dribbles, 4. Like, did you pick a spot on the floor? Like if I'm in this area, that's where it's going from based off the clock?
No, I didn't. When I got the ball, when it was inbounded to me, Jade and Ivy kind of funneled me going left, so I kind of just had to take it that way. I can't really improvise that much in those kind of situations, so it's kind of wherever they're gonna let me bring the ball. But they let me get downhill, and they let me create a little bit of momentum going forward, and I was able to get to a spot where I was comfortable making a shot.
All right.
So, Ron, a near half-court buzzer beater to beat the number one team in the country at home. That's literally what kids grow up dreaming of, doing in their driveway, mimicking it. Now it's a reality for you. Did you kind of black out in the moment of it, or do you remember every little itsy-bitsy moment from that shot?
Yeah, definitely. I think I blacked out in the moment. I was so excited. I barely remember even dribbling the ball up half court and putting up the shot. I just remember seeing it go in, and I'm turning around, and there's thousands of people just running on the court. People were running at me from every direction, and it was just crazy. It was like a crazy experience. And then the last thing I just remember from that is just being way too hot on the court, and I just had to get away.
That's I would like to apologize. One of our guys that worked for us, his name's TJ. I don't know if you know him. He's like the
TJ's
number one Rutgers guy. He had the video that went out after, like storming the court. So he was probably hugging you and shit the entire time.
TJ's funny. TJ's my guy, man.
Yeah, no, he's a glue guy for Rutgers. Also, people on YouTube and Ron, sorry, it looks like me and Rico about to shoot a porno. We're in West Virginia, and we got a fight tonight, so we're still in the room. But I wanted to ask you because obviously you guys struggled a little bit in the beginning of the season. People are always saying a bunch of shit about you guys, and all of a sudden, now you just beat the number one team in the country that kind of everyone was like, oh, Purdue's unbeatable. Like, there's no chance. Like, Rutgers has no chance. And now you shut everyone up. Does that, like, bring you guys a lot closer? Like, what's the team like right now?
I think the team's been great this whole year. Like you said, we struggled early on. We started out 4-4. We lost a couple of games that we felt like we should have won. But at the end of the day, you just got to keep looking forward. And I always tell the guys, what's in the past, and the future is what we're going to make out of it. So last night we had an incredible opportunity to get back on the right track, get back on the winning track, and be the number one team in the country at our place, Jersey Mike's Arena. And, we took that opportunity, we ran with it. And I always tell those guys, we just got to keep plugging, we got to keep pushing. And everybody's always going to have something to say no matter what. I bet us in the locker room, we have opinions that our teammates don't agree with. But we just got to keep pushing. We just got to block all that outside noise out. And we just got to keep trying to get wins, keep showing up every day, keep doing what we've been doing all summer, all preseason, and eventually it's going to go our way, and last night it did.
Was that like a perfect spot too? Because, I mean, to be honest, like you looked – I mean, we follow the lines. Like you guys were a heavy underdog, like let's just say that, and then Purdue was on the highest of highs, and people talking about, oh, they're the best team in the country. Were they like reading their press clippings a little too much? And you guys were like, it's our arena. It's still a true road game.
Yeah.
We're a tournament team last year who took a team to the Final Four to the brink in Houston. Like, we're a pretty good team. Like, it was a perfect spot for you, right?
Yeah, I had to say so. A lot of those guys didn't play in front of a packed house when they came to Rutgers last year. That COVID year, we didn't have any fans. So we felt like this year it would be different. We knew everybody counted us out. We were a heavy underdog. No one really expected us to win that game, but we told each other, like, balls to the wall, like, we got nothing to lose. Everybody expects us to go out there and lose by 20. So what are we going to make out of it? What are we going to make out of the disrespect? And I feel like we have one of the best home court advantages in college basketball. And that's never going to change. Since I've been a sophomore here, we went 17-1, and now we got fans back, and it's just electric in there. But, yeah, we definitely heard the outside noise. People said we had no chance, but we didn't care. You know, we know what we got in the room. We know we can play with anybody in the country, and we showed that.
The Rack versus Jersey Mike's Arena. Jersey Mike's the new sponsor. I feel like everyone's still just going to call it the Rack, right?
Yeah, I get stuck, you know, when I'm doing interviews, podcasts. Sometimes I'll be so close to calling it the Rack, and then there'll be a guy like behind me, like Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
That
That sounds like an NIL deal, bro. That sounds like you gotta mention Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, you know, that's what it's called now. It's Jersey Mike's Arena. They got the logos outside, everything is official.
Tell me a little bit about Coach Peichel, because I saw a video. He came in and he almost like knocked out 6 people because he was so excited. He was shoulder bumping everybody. He was going fucking nuts.
He told us to make the most out of the moment, and he told us to make it our moment, and we did just that. So when we came into the locker room, teammate Oscar, he grabbed the water cooler and he started untwisting it. And we're like, oh damn, he about to get Coach Pike, and Coach Pike come running in, and he just dumped the whole bucket of water on him. I know Coach Pike was pissed at first. He had to be. That water was freezing cold, but he was just so caught up in the moment. He just wanted to enjoy that with us, and you know that's our leader. He's electric, and he's everything he's made out to be. He's a great coach. He's a great person. And it's very easy playing for a guy like that. He has faith in us. Even though we had a rough start, he still believes in us like we are 8-0.
Speaking of other leaders on your team, your friend Gio Baker has missed the last 4 games. So how important has it felt for you to take your game to the next level, which you obviously did last night while he's been absent?
Yeah, definitely. Gio is a monumental part of this team's success for a lot of reasons. He's a voice in the locker room, and he's a leader. And also, when me and Gio play together, it's a lot easier for both of us to get to our spots because they usually game plan for both of our plays. And with him being out, I know there's a lot more attention on me, and Coach Peichel talks about it all the time, but I'm just going to have to pick and choose my spots and know where to attack from. And last night, my teammates did a great job of finding me the ball, calling plays for me to get me in my spots. And I just happened to make a bunch of open shots. You know, I work on those shots all the time. So to beat the #1 team in the country, you got to do a special thing, and we did that.
How many text messages you have last night?
I don't even know, bro. I haven't even gotten back to all of them yet. It's crazy.
Yeah, just letting you know, if I'm guaranteeing the guy next to me right here is gonna ask you for your number or like DM me after this, so don't answer him.
I got Gio's. I'll just have him throw us in a group. We're all good. I guess the other story too is Jersey's the basketball capital of the world right now. Seton Hall beats Texas. You guys steal the storylines, knocking down #1. Sunday seems like it's going to be nuts. What can you tell us about that rivalry?
Rivalry is crazy, man. You know, my freshman year, we ended up going to the Prudential Center, and, you know, they beat us. And I just remember that atmosphere was crazy. It's like a sea of blue in there. And it's ridiculous. You know, fans just talking crazy, players just talking crazy. When it's Rutgers versus Seton Hall, you just want to go out there and you want to beat them bad. And like it's emotional. It's a personal game because it's a rivalry. We're both from New Jersey, so we kind of want to prove who the best team in New Jersey is, and that's exactly what Sunday's gonna be. That's what I tell the young guys. It's gonna be out there. It's gonna be a war. So don't get caught up in any of the outside noise. We're gonna go out there, stick to the game plan, and play basketball, and that's how we're gonna try to make a statement.
That's the best part about Jersey, because it's 2 people like me and you, the way we sound and talk with our accents, just talking so much shit.
So I was at the game last night. No, Ron, I was at the game last night. She looked like a well-to-do mother. And, like, you know, had a little bit of money, probably a good job. Bro, she's motherfuckering the table, the coach, the players. She's ready to go. So I expect Sunday to be electric.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man. I already know how it's going to be. Those Seton Hall fans are going to get rowdy. You know, hopefully we got a good amount of Rutgers fans in there to kind of neutralize them. But I expect nothing less than going in enemy territory.
That gets you going, though, no?
Oh, yeah, that gets me going, man. I love games like that where, you know, dudes is talking trash and the fans is talking trash. You just go out there and it kind of gives you an extra edge. But you gotta go out there and respond too. You know, you can't go out there and hear everybody talking trash and just defer. You gotta go out there and go for it.
Yeah.
So the last time you guys played, obviously, unfortunately, it was canceled last year due to COVID. But in 2020, you guys won by 20, and the trophy is made of the boardwalk planks. Talk to us about the uniqueness of what that layer adds to it.
It's special, and I haven't seen that trophy in forever. Like you said, the last time we played it was in 2 years. And the trophy's made out of a boardwalk and Jersey Shore. That's kind of what a lot of people make New Jersey out to be. So that's kind of like it's perfect that the trophy is shaped like Jersey and it's a Jersey boardwalk and it has our school emblems where the schools are located. And it's just, to be honest, the trophy's probably the most Jersey thing about the whole game.
Ron, let me ask you something. You ever heard of DJs?
Yeah, I heard it.
Just got to make sure because this guy's on stage at DJs every fucking week.
Oh man, don't get the DJ's plague.
Yeah.
What's the DJ's plague?
People, I heard people getting.
If you gotta ask, you don't know.
Yeah,
you gotta ask, you don't know.
Realize why we're laughing. Jake's like, what's going on? That's fucking unbelievable.
That's awesome.
All right, well, thank you, dude. Thanks for hopping on. I know that you probably gotten hit up so many times today, and I mean, no joke, that's one of the best buzzer beaters I've seen in fucking so long.
Without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, given the stakes, it was awesome.
That's onions, by the way.
That's onions. Yeah, we
That's
had an
what
argument.
Coach Pigo said that he goes as big onions.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good luck Sunday. It should be a great game. The only thing is, if you win and you do the water cooler, don't be afraid to get a little on Coach Hain.
Coach Hain?
Take it, bro. He could take it. I know him. He could take it.
Oh, we might have to get Coach Hain now.
Yep.
You put a target on his back.
I did. Absolutely. I'll text him right now and let him know. Fuck it.
Yep.
Let him get it.
We'll be at a game soon, so we'll see you soon. All right, my guy?
For sure, fellas. Thank y'all for having me.